welcome to Ashland High School, where we've got the Flashes from Willard taking on the home court Ashland Arrows in a conference tourney tune-up. This Monday night edition of Girls Hoops is streaming to you live and free on your smartphone, TV, tablet, or computer. And it all comes to you next.
Here we go now.
Here we go now. Here we go now.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, he just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Playoff time, baby. Games, snacks, drinks. I mean, what else can you ask for, bro? Really?
Hey, pass me a Pepsi.
I mean, can you drink any louder?
That's how I drink.
Loud like
I
that?
drink loud. I like to enjoy it.
Toss me some ways.
Did you eat any louder?
It's normal to eat loud. Drinking loud makes no sense. Hayden, Eli, road trip to the Super Bowl. Hard pass. Playoffs are on. You're paying for that door, by the way. I got a bus. The bus has got a bus. Let's go.
Can we go see the bus?
What up, Eli?
Mr. Cruz, I miss you, buddy.
I miss you too, man. Super Bowl, baby. Let's go.
We're not going. I'm going to get more chips and drinks. Do not leave this room.
I got you. I got you.
Whoa. Super Bowl, here we go.
Are you kidding me?
Technically, I didn't leave the room.
I'm calling Mom after I finish these chips.
How much longer? You drive weird.
Bus, are we there yet?
No.
Hey, Bus, we gotta pull over for some more chips and drinks.
Oh, you got it.
Hey, guys, look what I found.
Bradshaw?
Hey guys, got room for one more? Got Doritos? Got Mountain Dew.
What, do we really want to bring him? It might start to feel crowded. I mean, maybe if he had a little,
Oh, please don't.
you know,
Don't say it.
salsa.
I love me some salsa.
All right, I got an idea. We got one seat left, and it's special just for you.
Let's do it. This is like a convertible, except a whole lot better.
Good for you, you're happy and healthy, not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great, I know without me, baby, God, I wish that I could do that.
I lost my mind like this and I crying on the floor.
It does kind of open things up a little bit.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as I would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
and welcome back to Ashland High School, where it's Storm Blunchley alongside the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, we got a non-conference clash here tonight between Willard and Ashland.
Yeah, Storm, both teams really, they've struggled all season long. Willard, their last time out, they lost to Edison 69-67, and Ashland lost a close one in Mansfield Senior, a conference rival, 49-45. The last time these two teams met, Storm, Willard was victorious, and of course, a different team now for Willard. Last year, losing that huge senior class, the class that was really historic in the area. They lose all of them, and they've struggled throughout the entire season so far.
Definitely, Garrett, and here at the end of the season, both these teams not really where you want to be. I think at this point you kind of throw the records out the window and you're just trying to build some confidence heading into the tournament.
Well, exactly right, Stormy. The season has gone the way you expected it to or way you wanted it to, but time to put your head down and maybe go upset one of the bigger teams and just try to create some noise and just have fun while doing it. That's a big thing here is don't worry about winning games. Let's just have some fun. Let's build some experience and move on to next year and really build on this season.
Definitely. As we move along on our pregame show, we're going to take a look at the Willard team spotlight here on the Sutton Bank pregame show. Barry Fowle, a well-recognized coach around the area in the girls program. However, things have just been a little shaky this year for them.
Well, Stormy mentioned it earlier. They lost a huge senior class and a class that was absolutely a perennial powerhouse in this area. Willard, I think 4 straight years, they were making deep postseason runs with that senior class. And some of these players on this squad got some experience from them. And as you mentioned, they can score the basketball, but they have a hard time defending and they turn it over a bunch. So some of the things you got to limit here on the road against Ashland.
Definitely. It's just one of those years for Willard, a rebuilding year. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as, the younger players on your team are always taking something from that and kind of learning and moving on. As we move along into our keys of the game for the Willard Flashes, they need to limit their turnovers as well as control the tempo. I know they're a team that likes to play fast, and they do end up tossing a lot of free possessions over to their opponents.
Yeah, Stormy, that's not what you want to do. They got 400 turnovers on the year as a team, and not a spot where you're going to be able to win games when you turn it over at that kind of rate. But as we do mention, they have a couple scorers and a couple players from that key tournament run from a couple years ago. Cy Savonsak, one of them, the point guard. She is very shifty in the fast break, very crafty to a savvy veteran. And then Grace Hall averages 9.72. She's the sidekick to Savonsak. So those two are going to come in here and try to get a win here on the road in the Arrows house.
Alrighty, that's going to segue us into the Ashland team spotlight. The Arrows also not in a favorable spot at this point in the season, but Ashland, it's been a while since they've had a winning season.
Yeah, Storm, a program that has been down for the last couple of seasons. They only score about 37 points per game, and they allow about 51. 5-game losing streak. Their last win was almost a month ago versus Orville on January 10th. Their last winning season, as you mentioned, Storm, was in 2014-2015 season. And just like we said a little bit earlier, I think tonight is just get a win and try to build some confidence before tournament time, because they always say it, anything can happen in tournament time, and if you can get a win here tonight and build some confidence in your girls that they can go on the road and maybe steal one from a top-tier club.
Well, let's see what they're going to need to do to get a win tonight versus non-conference Willard. They're going to have to soar out of the gate as well as protect the perimeter. Garrett, you got to have a fast start if you're at Ashland. You can't, try to dig yourself out of a large deficit, especially early.
Well, Storm, one thing Willard does do well is that they're not a bad three-point shooting team. They got a couple girls that can shoot from downtown. Grace Hall, one of them, with 29% from downtown, and Caitlin Weaver, and that's one of the reasons to soar out of the gate if you're Ashland. You want to start out fast and then protect the perimeter, close out on those three-point shooters, and not let them get them an easy shot. And their leading scorers are Macri Chapman with 11.8 and Lily Poole with 6.9.
That's going to do it here for the Sutton Bank pregame show. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with first quarter action.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Welcome back to Ashland High School. Storm Bluntschli joined, of course, by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And let's get right into the starting lineups. First, starting off with the away Willard Flashes, Jaden Sexton, Cy Zavansak, Grace Rothar, Cassidy Hammonds, and Grace Hall rounds out the bunch for the Willard. Moving right along into our home team, the Ashland Arrows starting lineup for tonight. Alex Huckleberry, Audra McBride, Clara Paramore, Lily Poole, and Makari Chapman. Garrett, we've got a pretty decent tournament tune-up, and if there are any teams that need some wins here to give them a little bit going into tournament time, it's these two.
Yes, from both clubs have struggled all year long. Only combined 7 wins for both of these clubs, and they struggled in conference, and now an opportunity to step outside of the conference and do some damage. And as we mentioned, just have some fun out there, build some confidence for these young ladies, and just get something going before tournament time arrives here in a couple weeks.
And Garrett, speaking of tournament time, we got a lot of good teams in the area. As a whole, who do you think has the best shot to make it out of their respective region this year?
Well, Storm, I think the unanimous decision, especially for us here at the OH Report, is going to be Shelby. They're going for 22-0 here in a couple of days, I believe, against Highland. And I think that's on Thursday. So I think they're going to get that. I think they're going to be in 22-0. And I think another pick will be Buckeye Central, a team that Shelby did play earlier this year. And Shelby was able to handle them, but Buckeye Central was without their leading scorer in Claudia Pfeiffer. So both those clubs, you really can't go wrong picking them to win it all.
22-0, could you imagine? First time in school history. Wow, that would be really, really impressive, I think. And I think that's the general consensus around the area is that Shelby, they're the team to beat, but it can be a little scary because you never know. You fall into a trap game, you dominate teams all season, and you never know. One of the lower-seeded teams could always sneak up on you.
And that's what makes it so fun, really, to be a lower-seeded team. My high school team in football, we weren't very good. We were an average team, to be really blatantly honest, and we went in and beat a playoff team and knocked them out of the playoffs. And that's what makes it fun, is just to see the excitement in the locker room and how happy you are to go in and beat a team that nobody picked you against. And it's always great to prove the doubters wrong.
I remember when we played basketball, we were never that good of a team either, but we always just went out there and had fun. That was kind of our style. And we beat some teams we shouldn't have either. It's all kind of just about taking it seriously, but not so seriously that it hinders your performance.
That's exactly right, Storm. You want to go out there, you want to have fun, but you also want to be competitive, and it's a great mixture to have on the floor.
Definitely, as we are just moments away from tip-off here, Garrett. This one's going to be an exciting one. I think we're going to have some high-powered offense, as well as some stellar defense, so we should be in for a pretty good ball game. Tip-off goes in favor of the visiting Willard Flashes. Rothar has it. Gets it to Savantak. She dribbles all the way inside. Layup, no good. Battle for the rebound. That's going to end in a jump ball. Possession arrow points towards the Arrows.
And I seen Savantak a couple weeks ago up at the Haas Storm against Huron, where Willard put up a decent fight, but they weren't able to do enough, and the offense for Willard can go away in the second half. They typically start out pretty fast, but then they go cold throughout the rest of the game. Is right there, Ashland able to knock down a 3, and that's going to be Clara Paramore knocking down the tray ball.
The first shot of the night for the Arrows falls. They go up 3-0 over Willard. Savansak has it for them, takes a screen to her left. Great pass there, and beautiful cut as Willard back on the board with 2.
And Grace Hall had a great year last year, helping that tournament run deep into postseason play. Here, a new role for her this year as Willard gets the turnover. See if they can get something to go offensively.
Rothar has it, kicks it over to Sexton. Paramore guarding her. Now the kick to Savansak. She takes a screen from Rothar. Swinging it all the way over to Sexton. Willard patient on this possession. Another screen and roll. Hall has it now for them. Takes a screen to her right. Gets inside the paint. Wild shot. That one goes off the backboard and in.
Nice take right there from Grace Hall. And no foul call too, Storm.
Yeah.
There was a lot of contact down low. They would have finished through with a strong take.
Ashland now on offense again. Chapman has it, tries to get it down low and does. Stripped away. Turnover for Ashland. Hammond has it. on the fast break, one-on-one. Takes it all the way herself, loses it out of bounds, but they're going to call a foul on the floor.
I think they might call that one a shooting foul, Storm. So Willard going to head to the free throw line. It's going to be Cassidy Hammonds heading to shoot 2. 54.2% free throw shooter, Storm, is Hammonds.
So 1 point advantage here for the Flashes early. 6:14 left on the first quarter clock. That one falls. Free throws good. Pushes the advantage to 2. So Ashland in 3 tries only able to come up with 3 points. Garrett, what are you noticing out there early that Ashland might need to do better on the offensive end?
Well, the turnovers, they've got 2 here, just a minute and 50 seconds in, so they're going to have to limit those down. Willard's playing some great defense, and Ashland putting up a shot right there, not going to get it to go, and Grace Hall gets the rebound.
Willard the other way. Savansak has it. Down low, kicks it out. 3-point try for the Flashes. That one off the rim and out. Rebound bobbled around. Chapman comes up with it. 2-on-2 fast break for the Flashes. Or excuse me, the Arrows. That one goes up and in off the glass.
Chapman with a strong finish right there. She leads the team in scoring, 11.8. Also averages about 5.5 rebounds. She's really the leader for this Arrow team out on the floor.
Willard still trying to expand their lead. Savansak has it. Takes a screen from Hammonds. Hands it off now to Sexton. She gets into the painted area. Back outside to Savansak. Willard kicks it out, 3-point line. Hall has it. Back over to Sexton on the right wing. Dribbles baseline, able to walk that tightrope, but not long enough, as that's going to be a Willard Flashes turnover, Ashland basketball.
First turnover for the night for the Flashes. We talked about that pregame for them, Storm. That's something they cannot do at a very high rate. And right there getting their first one. They've been able to force some few Ashland turnovers. That's what they need to do. Ashland also turns it over at a pretty costly rate.
Basketball on the ground. Ashland with a turnover this time. Willard gives it right back. McBride has it for them. Now over to Paramore. Down low, Lily Poole. That one in the post falls.
Strong take right there from Poole down in the painted area. Got the ball and then immediately went into her move. Exactly what you want to do down low.
Willard has it. Hall on the 3-point line. Dribbles to her right. Beautiful backdoor cut. Not enough on it. That's another turnover for, Willard. Ashland now out on the fast break. Beautifully executed fast break as that one falls.
So the Arrows starting to heat up here. They've had a few fast break opportunities and have been tremendous passing. Another nice pass right there, but it's going to result in a turnover. And yet some more transition points on the horizon for the Arrows, but great defense from Willard in response. That's going to be from Sexton.
Yeah, perfect. Textbook transition defense, 2-on-1. Ashland has all the advantages in the world, but swipe down there actually worked out, Garrett. Not something we're used to seeing.
Well, Storm, if you get all ball, and it looks like you get all ball, they're typically I'm just kidding.
Got nothing.
Yeah.
Ashland with another miss. Willard the other way. Sexton has it. 1-on-none fast break. That one no good. Willard trying to get the offensive rebound. No dice. Willard the other way.
See, Storm, if I would have said anything, I would have contradicted myself, so I got to go
Every
back.
other broadcast, yeah.
So I can't.
We made our bed and we had to sleep in it.
Definitely called if it was
definitely.
A swipe down. Motion should have got the foul call, but it didn't.
We made our dinner, now we have to eat it, Garrett. There's no ifs, ands, or but about it. As Ashland has it the other way. McBride, 3-point try now from Chapman. That one falls, and another 3-pointer falls for the Arrows.
The Arrows shooting the lights out here early in the first quarter. They started a little slow, and what a crossover right there for Savansak. Willard not able to finish, however.
Ashland with another defensive rebound, almost turns it over. Chapman able to hold on to it. She's got it on the fast break. Huckleberry down low. That's Alex Huckleberry. She's going to get fouled. I believe that's Sexton is the culprit. And Schaefer as well as Sloan will check in for the Willard Flashes. Sitting is Sexton and Rothar.
We've seen some excellent passing here from Ashland. Getting the ball up the floor quick. Maybe they wanted to exploit something in Willard's defense, not letting them get set and really work their defensive set.
Double team in the corner from Willard. Ashland able to get it away. Deep on the low block. That was a great move right there into the chest of the defender, but Nothing going on the shot. Savancek has it the other way. Sloan, three-point try. That one good. Nothing but net, and the Ashland leads cut to 3.
Deep on the Cheddar Bank Storm, and Sloan's got the cheese, knocking down the 3 right there, making it a 4-point game.
Oh, my goodness, Garrett. What a call. Taking a page out of the Skaronski's book there. Willard's going to have the ball the other way. Savancek, of course, playing point guard, orchestrating the offense here for the Flashes. Swings it over to Sloan, trying to work things down low, no good. Hall has it, almost another turnover for the Flashes, and it will be as Alex Huckleberry comes up with it, almost turns it over again, and does. Savancek's going to be fouled by, I believe that is Lily Poole.
Scrum for the ball, Storm, and Savancek able to escape and get out of there with it. So both teams turn it over on that set, and Willard will get the possession back. See if they can continue to crawl back and cut this deficit in.
So Savancek has it now, directing traffic as per usual for the Willard offense. Just a hair over 2 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. Gorgeous crossover and swings it over to Sloan. Now back up to Hall, head fake, dribbles inside, kicks it back out to Sloan. Trying to work it down low. And Garrett, it seems the game plan early is to work things into the post area for Willard. Not really working out for them. A lot of turnovers from that entry pass.
Ashland's been able to go down there and dig and scrape at those offensive players who have the ball. It's been forcing countless of Willard turnovers. They're already up to 5 here with 1:55 remaining in the first.
Savancek, a beautiful shovel pass in Willard with an easy 2-pointer to get them back within 2 points.
Tremendous pass from Savancek, who likes to play that pass-first guard, Storm. She's really been doing it all year. And another pass right there down low. A tremendous finish.
Chapman has it. Looks like they were running the Frank Mendoza special down there. The old finger wag. As Alex Huckleberry has it, works it down low. Post shot again for the Arrows. No good. Chapman follows her own shot, gets it stripped away. Willard out on the fast break. Sloan has it almost stripped away, able to retain possession, and Willard another turnover. So if you like turnovers, which my favorite flavor is probably apple turnover, this is the game for you, Garrett. A lot of them out here in the early possessions.
11 so far combined from both squads. 6 coming from Willard and 5 from Ashland. So neither team able to really hold on to the ball. Big part of why it's a 2-point game here early in the late in the first, 12-10 in favor of the hometown Arrows.
Paramore has it with 1 minute left to play. She kicks it out to Alex Huckleberry. In the corner now is Chapman. Savancek right there on her. Beautiful pass back door. Alex Huckleberry deep in the lane, almost turns it over, falls right in the hands of her teammate. Was stripped away. Ashland's going to retain possession.
Look at his cheese, Storm. Going up for the block, swatting it out of there. That's going to be McKinley Schaefer with the block.
Ashland on the inbound. Alex Huckleberry has it. Dribbles to her right. Chapman now on the three-point line, thought about it. Decides to give it away. Paramore takes a screen from McBride. Deep in the lane, double team McBride. Three-point try. Off the iron and out. They're going to say, oh, excuse me, what a save there. Right into the hands of Willard. And they throw it away. And Garrett, got to ask, when you say, look at that cheese, is it provolone, pepper jack, classic American?
Why does everything come to mind, Storm, about food whenever I'm talking to you?
Well,
it's just the saying of, get that cheese out of my house instead of, get that cheddar out of my house. You know
I know.
And you got to bring it back to food.
As Chapman scores, cheese is literally a food. I was just more so picking your brain to see what your favorite cheese was.
I'm a pepper jack guy, surprisingly.
Me too.
I'm a spicy guy.
10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Scoop layup shot there for, I believe that was Sexton, gets it to go, and Ashland's going to have to put one up at the half-court line. No good. 14-12 your score in favor of Ashland. We're going to take a quick break. Second quarter action on the other side of this commercial break.
nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Welcome back to Ashland Arrows Arena. Storm Blunchley, of course, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett getting a little off topic there at the end of that first quarter, but we had a good one. We had a good first quarter, 2-point game in favor of Ashland.
Back and forth, a fair storm. Turnovers really the takeaway from that first quarter. Combined 11, we mentioned at the end of that first quarter. So which team is going to cut down on those and be able to take care of the ball and get easy looks at the rim will be the team that pulls away in the second quarter.
Savantek has it, finds Rothar at the free throw line. She kicks it out to Sloan, back up top. Swung all the way over now, and another errant turnover for Willard. It has been difficult for them to hold on to the basketball tonight.
Maybe Storm and the team ate a little bit of butterfingers before the game. Nobody really can hold on to the ball, but someone's going to find Storm. Eventually they're going to be able to. And that'll be a big reason they were able to pull away and finally get some separation on the scoreboard.
I had a lot of turnovers back in my day, Garrett, but I never ate very many butterfingers. They're too chewy as there's another turnover and a foul on the floor, but always got stuck in your teeth. It's like I needed a glass of milk after. Never my favorite.
As long as the calories are stacking up for you, Storm, you don't mind. Of course, a glass of milk could continue for you.
I think I'm just going to take over as Willard inbounds the basketball. Savantek has it. Green guarding her. Beautiful behind the back move. Oh, my goodness. Ankle breaker. And hits the shot. Wow. Oh, my goodness. What a move. Savantek puts on the highlight reel. Give that guy a map.
Where are you going?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, Storm. For Savantek right there with the behind the back. Left some ankles at the free throw line.
Whew. I mean,
heart attack.
Wow. Whew. Willard with the score once again. Rothar able to put that in, and Willard takes a lead.
Well, Storm, while we were kind of dissecting that play, Willard,
is that what you're going to call it?
Willard is now up 3. So a big 5-point swing here from the Flashes. Let's take a look at this play.
Oh my goodness. That's just disrespectful.
That's the best ankle breaker I've seen all year.
That might be the best dribble combination and ankle breaker I've seen all year. Probably in my life with my own eyes. Not even going to lie. Let's play it. I do want to see it one more time.
One more time.
I want to see it again. Oh, wow. That is just disgusting. Well, I know what our pick for player of the game is. Someone could dunk from the free throw line 360, and I think I'd still pick that. That was awesome. Willard now back on offense. Rothar has it in the deep post, kicks it out to Sloan. All the way up top now is Hall. Chapman guarding her. Corner once again, Sloan has it. Back up top, Schaefer. Willard patient again on this possession, trying to break down the Ashland 2-3 zone. They get an open shot. Doesn't fall. It's going to be a turnover, and Ashland will take possession.
So even though the momentum was swinging in favor of Willard Storm, a couple of big plays from this Flashes squad, Ashland still only down 3 points, and they were getting easy looks from the passes and in transition. Let's see if they go back to that. It's nice take right there inside from Ashland. Willard fans not very happy with that call, Storm. Very late whistle. I think it might have been after the shot. I think they're going to call it on Grace Hall. So Heading to the free throw line will be Alex Huckleberry. It'll be her first attempts.
I'm still in awe about what we saw, Garrett. I'm like shaking right now. That was so crazy. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah. To say the very least, Storm. I can't quit thinking.
I can't either. I can't wait to watch it again at halftime already. I can't wait to make Adam pull it up as Alex Huckleberry nails her second free throw. Willard now on the fast break. Schaefer throws it away, Garrett, and another Willard turnover.
We're up to 16 combined, Storm, here from both clubs, both sitting at 8. Neither team able to take care of it, and it's a big problem because the offense isn't able to get easy looks at the rim. Nice take right there from Ashland. Clara Paramore, the shooting guard, the senior, able to kiss it off the window for 2.
This is the last thing I'll say about it this half, but I think what made it the most savage is she hit the three-point shot too.
Yeah.
There are a lot of ankle breaker highlights that get ruined from a missed shot, but the confidence to step back and make that shot.
I can't disagree with you, Storm. You've mentioned we've seen a couple. I think we've seen a couple at the last game we were at, but they didn't make the shot. So you can't really make it a highlight.
Yeah, that's the last thing. I'll start actually commentating the game as Willard collects a defensive rebound. Fast break the other way. Rothar has it. Beautiful in the air pass. Doesn't lead to anything yet as Rothar has it. Another gorgeous pass from her, and that one falls for an easy 2.
We've seen some great passing from both clubs, and right there, Willard able to find the open teammate down low. I think that was Rothar down there eating up in the paint, and Grace Hall is going to get the steal. Let's see what Willard can do here in the fast break opportunity.
Rothar has it again, dribbles inside, kicks it out. Hammonds thought about the 3, now decides to shoot it. That one no good. Defensive rebound falls in the hands of the Arrows. Chapman has it. Fast break. 4-on-3. Takes it herself. Gorgeous move off the glass and beautiful transition offense.
You got to stop ball if you're Willard. You got to step up. One of the fundamentals in basketball. Don't want to let the offensive player with the basketball just penetrate right inside, right into the painted area and get an easy layup, and right there Ashland did.
And Garrett, this Willard run that had them take the lead there for a second started by that momentum play. I mean, you really felt the momentum shift after that big shot fell.
Yeah, starts Savontek with the crossover, the step back 3 to knock it down. Then they went on, I think, a 7-0 run. We can say it again. Pull it up.
Oh, wow. I could watch that all day. One more time before the – no more. No more till halftime, everyone. Sorry. I'm going to pull it up on my phone.
As I was talking about, Storm, a 7-0 run from Willard really to get the advantage. But then Ashland answered the door and got right back in it. It's a tie game, a back-and-forth battle we have, Storm. Both teams fighting here pretty hard.
And after a play like that, it's easy to hang your head and kind of be embarrassed. But Ashland responding well. I mean, still in this one, definitely tie ball game. So I know if that would have happened to me, Garrett, I probably would have left. So Savontek has it. Mid-range area. She brings it back out. Green guarding her. Maybe a broken play here as Willard kind of in shambles. Looks like some miscommunication as that one's poked away. Basketball still on the ground, and surprising over and back call, Garrett. I don't know if that was the right call there.
Yeah, I think, at least I thought, that Lily Poole had touched the basketball, so Willard should have been able to went in the backcourt and grabbed it, but the ref seen otherwise. He must have not thought that she did get her hands on it. It's a nice pass and great positioning from Ashland, but not able to capitalize on the easy bunny.
Another Willard turnover is Schaefer. One too many steps. We're going to take a look at this one more time. Yeah, I don't know if Willard ever reestablished possession of the basketball. I think that one should have been just a clean play. Ashland with a quick shot. 2 of them, actually. No good. Willard, another chance on the fast break. Hall has it. Gets it over the top to Schaefer. Takes it all herself, and I'm going to call that one a fast break, or excuse me, a foul on the shot. So Schaefer's going to head to the line for 2.
Not a lot of free throws here tonight. Refs have really been letting them play. And Schaefer now going to head to the free throw line. McKinley Schaefer shooting 50% from the foul line, Storm. She's only had 14 attempts on the year. That'll be her 15th and gives Willard the 1-point advantage here late in the second quarter with 3:20 remaining, and she can't make the second one.
So 1-point advantage now for the Willard Flashes. Arrows on offense. Chapman has it. Goes all the way to the lane. No good. Savansak the rebound in the open court. Crossover brings things back out. No one picked up the ball. Savansak three-point try. No good. McBride with the defensive rebound. And Garrett Ashland really pushing the tempo on offense. They're really trying to get out and run in transition.
Yeah, and they haven't even been looking for the three ball. They've been pushing it into the painted area and trying to find open teammates inside. Nice take right there from Lauren Green, and she'll head to the free throw line for a couple of tries.
I believe this will be Ashland's second and third attempt here at the free throw line. Green steps up to the line. No good on that one. 2:45 left to play here in the second quarter. Green has a chance to tie. Things all up at 20 for both teams. That one off the back of the rim and out. So an over 2 trip to the free throw line for Ashland as Hall has it. Kicks it over to Savansak. Setting something up now for Willard, directing traffic.
Great defense from Ashland here on this possession, making everything tough for Willard. Going to be a foul on the floor on the arrows.
Just a little too aggressive defense on that possession, but they will not call it in the act of shooting. So Willard with a chance to run stack, but just the old elevator play. But this elevator's out of service as it's turned over a couple of times. I believe that was 3 turnovers there. 2 from Willard, 1 from Ashland.
Great play there for Savansak, just getting her hands up. It would have been an easy layup if Ashland was able to get it, but it didn't matter. Lauren Green from downtown giving Ashland the lead again.
I think our director, Adam Thompson, thought that one might have been on the line. No challenge here in high school, though, so you can't review if that's a 3 or not. As on the other end, foul on Ashland. I believe they're going to call it on the ground. I'm really bad at that. That one was the shooting foul as well.
It's hard to tell sometimes the refs sometimes just kind of hide it. Do the old little, you can never really see it, but shooting foul there. It does look like your foot is on the line. So
that's fair to me. Challenge that one. Where's my coach's
but
challenge?
I will add, though, it is hard to see from this angle because you really can't see the front of the shoe. So maybe there was just a little bit of gap between that black line and the floor.
We need to get like how the NFL has it, the ref cam on the hat, something like that, so I can actually criticize without having to just sit up here.
Yeah.
So Willard ties things up at 22. Ashland trying to be aggressive, go down low. That one is going to be tipped out of bounds by the Flashes. Ashland retains possession.
Big couple of minutes here with 1:47 remaining for both squads to get some confidence before heading into the halftime break and to reestablish in a very tight 22-22 game.
Garrett, an interesting jersey design. The Flashes, that checkerboard pattern on the side, I kind of like that. Pretty unique. I don't think I've seen that around at all this year.
Well, you have seen it around, but it's just not on the basketball floor, Storm. I mean.
Well, I know I see it at rallies whenever I go there. Get a Buford burger. As Ashland goes up with it, no good. Willard can't control the defensive rebound. Ashland going to have another crack on offense. So 0 total stack plays ran tonight. As that one gets turned over, Sexton able to hold on to that steal. Kicks it over to Rothar, almost turns it over. Sexton able to track it down for the Arrows, or excuse me, for the Flashes. Zavansak now at the logo. You taking that shot, Garrett?
From the logo?
Yeah.
Savansk's probably their best shooter, Storm, so if you want anybody to take it, got to be her.
I was asking if you would personally.
If I would take it, I mean, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah. You probably would have made it, too. If it were Gam's hoop, you would have made it, drilled it. Alex Huckleberry checks in for Ashland. as well as McBride. Speaking of Gams Hoop, look who's Gams commenting in the fan zone tonight. Good luck, Willard's flashes. So Lyndon Mendoza, a little bit of a homer.
Old Linda.
Savon Sack with a runner in the lane. That one somehow finds its way into the bottom of the net. Ashland now. McBride has it for them. Trying to work it down low. A little too aggressive post defense, and that's going to be another chance to run Stack for the Arrows.
You know, Storm, you talk about Stack a lot, but I think the plays that they've drawn up, they've actually been able to score off of. As right there, not able to, so a little commentator's jinx. As Willard in the fast break, tremendous pass from Savon Sack. And what a save from Willard. But we'll end up turning it over.
30 seconds left to play here in the first half of action. Powell has it. Free throw line dribble. They're going to say Renee Stimpert called a timeout. Garrett, Renee Stimpert was a senior in high school, I believe, when we were a freshman, attended Crestview High School, and what a special talent she was.
You want to talk about pulling it from the logo? Storm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I remember going to girls' basketball games when we were freshmen, and man, it was like watching Steph Curry out there. And she was such a good player back in her days, and I think she was one of the first players, I think, in the 2,000-point club. I thought that was like normal, and then I seen like through the rest of the years that you typically don't even get the 1K. She was getting the 2K. She went on to play at Ashland University. I think she holds the assist record over there. So a heck of a basketball career for Coach Renee Stimpert, and now not doing the playing Storm, but doing the teaching.
Yeah, I believe that actually Steph Curry was in attendance for some of those games, writing down notes, watching her play. That's how good she was. Just a really special talent and a joy to watch. Ashland out of bounds. McBride has it. Looking to work it inside. Gets it out to Chapman. Double team coming. Almost a turnover. Falls back in the hands of the Arrows. Bobbled around, and Ashland's going to retain possession on the close sideline. So Ashland might hold this one out for the last shot. 10 seconds left in the half. Working it inside, almost turns it over, but Garrett, how about that luck? Couldn't lead to a score. 5 seconds left. Willard turns it over. Foul, but no good. Going to be rewarded with 2 at the line.
Well, smart play there from Chapman, just to grab the ball somewhere and put it up, and knew she would get the foul call and head to the free throw line. Knew it would be called a shooting foul. So now an opportunity to tie this thing up before the halftime break.
Chapman puts one up, puts one in. 1 point game now, has a chance to tie. 2.9 left here in the second quarter. No good for Chapman. And that's going to take us into the halftime break where the Willard Flashes lead the Ashland Arrows 24-23. We're going to be right back with a halftime report, so make sure you stick with us on the other side of this break.
Hi, I'm OH Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you were just watching live and free girls high school hoops exclusively on the OH Report. But stick around, the halftime show is next, including stats, analysis, and so much more, including the second half on the way.
Playoff time, baby. Games, snacks, drinks. I mean, what else can you ask for, bro? Really?
Hey, pass me a Pepsi.
I mean, can you drink any louder?
That's how I drink.
Loud like that?
I drink loud. I like to enjoy it.
Toss me some Lays.
Did you eat any louder?
It's normal to eat loud. Drinking loud makes no sense. Peyton, Eli, road trip to the Super Bowl. Hard pass. Playoffs are on. You're paying for that door, by the way. I got a bus. The bus has got a bus. Let's go.
Can we go see the bus?
What up, Eli?
Mr. Cruz, I miss you, buddy.
I miss you too, man. Super Bowl, baby. Let's go.
We're not going. I'm going to get more chips and drinks. Do not leave this room. I got you. I got you.
Whoa. Super Bowl, here we go.
Are you kidding me?
Technically, I didn't leave the room.
I'm calling Mom after I finish these chips.
How much longer? You drive weird.
Bus, are we there yet?
No!
Hey, Bus, we gotta pull over for some more chips and drinks.
Oh, you got it.
Hey, guys, look what I found.
Bradshaw?
Hey, guys, got room for one more? Got Doritos? Got Mountain Dew.
Do we really want to bring him? It might start to feel crowded. I mean, maybe if he had a little...
Oh, please don't.
You know,
Don't say it.
salsa.
I love me some salsa.
All right, I got an idea. We got one seat left, and it's special just for you.
Let's do it. This is like a convertible, except a whole lot better.
Good for you, you're happy and healthy, not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great, I know without me, baby, God, I wish that I could do that.
I lost my mind like Santa Claus, crying on the floor.
It does kind of open things up a little bit.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Hello and welcome back to Ashland High School. Storm Bluntsley, of course, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, nail-biter here in Ashland. Lady Flashes on top 24-23. It's been a pretty exciting one through 2 quarters.
Yeah, Storm, definitely a good game here as Willard is on the road. Got the 1-point advantage, but a really tight-knit game here. Really no team able to pull away, and a big factor is because of the turnovers that both teams has committed. One of these squads, whichever team limits the turnover storm, I believe is going to be able to come in the second half and really pull away.
Let's take a look at our halftime stats here live and free on the OH Report on our halftime show. Powered by Sutton Bank. Starting off with the Willard Flashes, 8 field goals, 1-3, 9 rebounds, 8 fouls, 14 turnovers, shooting 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Stack plays ran 0. For the Ashland Lady Arrows, 6 field goals, 2 threes, 9 rebounds, 5 fouls, 11 turnovers, shooting 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 25%. Stacks ran 0. And Garrett, the thing that jumps out to me most is, of course, no stack plays ran, but as well as the second thing is the Willard Flashes knocking down their free throw opportunities.
Yeah, I would agree, Storm. And both teams turning the ball over at such a high rate. You're not going to be able to win in games, turn it over at that kind of level. which team is going to cut down on that, maybe cut those in half, and which team is going to be able to get on the glass and box out and get some second chance opportunities. No team really pulling away on that scoreboard. As you mentioned, though, when Willard's headed to the free throw line, they've been able to knock it down, and that might become crucial in the fourth quarter.
And Garrett, turnover is a problem for both these teams. Willard with 14 and Ashland with 11. Neither team taking very good care of the rock tonight.
No, and it's gave opportunities, especially for Ashland, to be able to get in transition and get those easy layups. They've had countless number of times just at the rim with easy layups. Willard's got to cut down on those if they want a chance to come in here and get a big win and a big confidence boost before tournament play.
Definitely, Garrett, and it's just going to be a tough one here throughout. It's going to be a really grinded-out game. I think the offensive buckets aren't coming easy, and a lot of these shots are coming from the free throw line for Willard and Ashland. You know, they just had a lot of problems on the fast break turning the basketball over. Do you think they're going to look to kind of slow down the pace in the second half?
Well, I thought they were doing well when they really were speeding things up and getting in transition off those Willard turnovers. To me, that they're a very good passing team. I've seen a lot of great passes here from the Arrows tonight. They've been able to spread it around and really not rely on one player down low. But it's really been a team effort to really stay in this game and only be down by a point here at half.
Alrighty, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back on the other half of this with some second half action coming your way live and free on the OH Report.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Welcome back to Ashland High School. Willard, the visiting team, taking on the Ashland Arrows. Storm Blunchley, of course, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. Checking on games around the area. Western Reserve leads South Central 34-29. At least that's my most recent update, and that was in the third quarter. So a big contest there for Western Reserve.
Yeah, Storm, a big Firelands Conference showdown. But for both clubs here tonight, we got on the floor, Storm. Next up for them, Ashland. We had to end at tournament time. That'll be on February 17th at 7 p.m. against Holland Springfield. That'll be the first round of the tournament. And then for Willard, they still have a game in the regular season left. They're going to be at Huron, a team that they fell to earlier in the year, but a team that they were able to hang with. So both clubs, season not done yet, Storm. Still some building to do here offensively and defensively for both clubs. But which squad is going to pull away here in the second half? And I think it's going to start strong with the turnovers as Ashland going right to the rack, not able to capitalize.
No good on that shot. Ashland able to retain the offensive possession. Almost a turnover, though. That'll be Green turning the basketball over. Rothar has it for Willard across the half-court line into the hands of Savansak. Dribbles to her right, kicks it off to Rothar. Now back up top to Hammonds. Back into the hands of Savansak on the left wing. Beautiful pass inside. Rothar. That one hangs on the rim and falls.
Nice passing from Willard, staying patient offensively and finding the open teammate. And Rothar not using the glass there, but still able to get it to fall in as Savansak gets the rebound for Willard.
Savansak has it all the way to the lane, no good. Rothar cleaning up the mess, able to get the offensive conversion.
Back-to-back buckets for Rothar, now up to 6 points, and Foul here on the other end. That's going to go on number 4, Grace Rothar. It's going to send Lily Poole to the stripe.
And Garrett Willard off to a quick offensive start. They've taken a little bit of a lead here after struggling in the first quarter of this one.
Yeah, a 4-0 run to start the second half. Exactly what you want if you're Coach Barry Fowl. Coming out of the halftime break, want to pull away as quickly as you can, and that's a great start to get a 5-point advantage.
Poole gets that one to drop. 4-point advantage now for Willard. Savonsak has it, gets it down the court. Fast break layup for Hall, falls for the Flashes.
The opportunity coming in bunches now here for the Flashes. Grace Hall able to make the most of her opportunity, and now Willard another chance in the fast break, but they're going to turn it over and not be able to extend this lead up to 8.
Thought Savonsak was throwing maybe an alley-oop there. Thought she was going to have someone on the receiving end to go up and dunk that one home.
A little bit of an errant pass there, Storm. Don't know if anybody was going to be able to grab that one out of the air. Maybe LeBron, but a turnover for the Flashes as now the Arrows able to reset, and really they desperately need a bucket here because Willard is beginning to pull away. I know it's only 6, but the way the points have been coming tonight, it's been very rough for both squads.
Definitely. I mean, a 6-point lead might as well be a 15-point lead. Points have been hard to come by here in this one. McBride on the inbound. Gets it out to Paramore. She dribbles inside. Floater in the lane. That one off the glass and in.
Strong take from Paramore. The senior straight to the cup with the left hand, too. And then banking it off the glass to cut it to 4.
Savonsak once again lobs that one. Beautiful pass inside to Rothar. She finds a way to get into the lane and score another 2-point basket.
And Rothar Storm here with 3 field goals in the second half. Now up to 8 points, helping her team out. Typically struggles to score, but Lauren Green knocking down the triple to get some momentum back for the Arrows.
Yeah, big 3-pointer for Ashland when they need it most. Green steps up and knocks it down. Ashland now applying a little bit of full court pressure as Chapman getting up into the grill. Savonsak dribbles to her left, gets in the lane, hands it off to Hall. Takes a screen from Rothar, gets it over to Sexton. Dribbles to her left, patient, flashes possession. Rothar in the post, kicks it out to Hall. Rothar trying to establish position. Hall takes it herself in the lane. No good on the shot opportunity, but enough contact there to warrant a couple at the line.
I like Willard's patience on offense here in the second half, not forcing anything. Grace Hall had the step right there, took it into the teeth of the defense against 2 defenders, got the contact, headed to the free throw line for a chance at 2, and Willard here in the second half shooting now Storm 6 of 7. So pretty dynamite, I would say, from the charity stripe for the Flashes.
Definitely, wow. And you know, when you have a lead in the second half, you know, it's always better, I think, and teams prefer, you know, taking your time. The clock's your friend at this point, right. Even this early. As many possessions as you can take away from the trailing team is a good thing.
No need to force anything, Storm, when you're on top. He's now getting another turnover. At least it looks like it's going to be. It's going to be a jump ball. The possession's going to go with Willard as they get another chance to continue to let this lead balloon.
And Willard has definitely cut down on their turnovers here in the second half so far. I know in the first half, in the first quarter, they had a lot of turnovers, but not nearly as many here, and it's leading to great success for them.
Well, we mentioned the last possession. It's been the patience on offense, not forcing anything, and then letting it play through their playmakers like Savonsak and like Hall. Look for them to continue to feed those playmakers.
Sexton has it. Try to sneak it inside. A little commentator's curse there as Willard turns it over. Ashland the other way. McBride has it. Gets it to Paramore. Now outside is Green. Another 3-point try. No good. Battle for the offensive rebound. Ashland comes up with it. Almost turns it over. And they do turn it over as Savonsak's going to get it up the court. Dribbles inside. No one picked up Hall. She tries a 3-pointer, and that one falls. Another big 3-pointer for the Willard Flashes.
Splash from way downtown, Storm Hall. She's made 27, now 28 3-pointers on the air, shooting 29%, and great court vision from the floor general in Savon Sack, finding her teammate on the left wing. And that's nothing but cheddar, Storm.
Definitely, Garrett. And now it's just like that. It's an 8-point game. I mean, it was a 1-point advantage for Willard out of the halftime break, but now we're knocking on the doorstep of 10 points.
The offense is beginning to click for the Lady Flashes, Storm, and this is going to get ugly for the Arrows if they don't close out on the shooters and force some Willard turnovers. They were able to do it in the first half. I'm sure Stempert's going to draw something up, especially defensively. They've been able to get some looks on the offensive side of the ball, but the defense here, the Flashes have exploded onto the scene here in the third quarter.
And if you're Renee Stempert, you think it's maybe time to throw in a full-court trap or a full-court press, just something to maybe take a step away from Willard and keep him off balance?
Well, I think you got to try to force it out of Savon Sack's hands. She's the one who's typically doing the passing for the Flashes when she brings it up the floor. Get it out of her hands and get it into somebody else's hand who's not typically dribbling the basketball up the floor, and see if they can make some bad decisions and get some turnovers off of it.
So out of the Ashland Arrows timeout, it will be Willard Flashes basketball. Looks like they do, or excuse me, it will be Ashland's basketball. Paramore has it, dribbles to her left, gets into the lane, tries to take that one up. It's going to say in the act of shooting, so Paramore is going to step up to the line for two.
Nice take from Paramore. Down low. Take some hard contact, head of the free throw line to knock down two.
Garrett, your sister, hanging out in the fan zone. Go G-Man and Storm. Sloan ran. Phenomenal commentators. So thank you all very much. Garrett, I feel like we get a lot of feedback on the OH Report.
Seem to be a lot of people I know, Storm, hanging out in the fan zone here tonight.
As well as Linda Mendoza. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you'd like us to read whatever you have to say on the air, make sure you comment on our fan zone, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. A lot of people like the cheddar call tonight, Garrett.
See, I'm telling you, Storm, cheddar is the wave.
Cheddar is better, you know what they say. Savon Sack has it on the left wing. She swings it over. Hall, three-point try, off the front iron and out. That one bobbled out of bounds. I'm going to say it was last touched by Willard. Ashland takes possession.
Ashland getting the critical stop there on defense. Willard could have made that a double-digit deficit. But they got the stop, got the ball back offensively. And now here's what is going to take offensively for the Arrows to be able to get back in this game, and that's not going to help. That should be a jump ball call, but this one should stay with the Arrows.
And that it will, as Schaefer checks in, as well as Sloan for the Flashes. Sitting down as Sexton and Hammonds. Ashland looking to get it inbounds. They do. McBride dribbles it around. Kicks it to Miller, now in the hands of Paramore. Handoff. Paramore thought about the three-point try. Dribbles inside, goes up with it. And one. Paramore with a big bucket.
Hitting the flex, too, after Storm. Showing off the muscles as Paramore going right into the contact of the defense and split the defenders, too. What a take right there. That's a tremendous highlight. And then celebrating with the teammates for a chance to get an and one opportunity.
Definitely a big basket here in the latter half of the third quarter as Paramore steps up to convert the and one play. That one falls. Ashland still on top, however, with a chance to expand their lead. Looking to work it down low. They kick it back out. Savon Sack has it. Puts that one on a frozen rope, and Garrett Schaefer with a little bit of a sky hook, almost looking like Kareem on that one.
I want to talk about the pass, Storm, for Savon Sack right there. And then what did Ashland do, Storm? That's going to be a foul on Serena Miller. What did she do to really make that foul become apparent?
Garrett, I think everyone who's watching at home and is used to our broadcast knows swipe down on the basketball, the Coach Goon specialty. Shout out to you, Coach Goon, if you're watching at home, but can never swipe down. The ref's going to call that 9 times out of 10.
I'd even go on a limb, Storm, and say probably 10 times out of 10.
Well, you got to think about the
that
first
is
half,
true.
man.
That is true.
Hey,
that
even
is
a
true.
wrong clock is right twice a day. So anything can happen as Willard is going to get tied up. Schaefer, and I believe that was McBride, got tied up. So it will be a foul on Ashland. Willard taking it the other way, and who else but Savonsack?
Big 2 minutes and 40 seconds here remaining for both squads. Ashland looking to crawl back into this one, only down 5 points, have been able to retain this game and not let Willard really force it into double digits. But the offense for Willard has been on fire here in the second half, and right there, Grace Hall knocking down the triple. That's her second of the night.
Right on cue. Ashland the other way, trying desperately to get back into this one, working it down low. Going to say that one was last touched by Willard, and Ashland's going to have it out of bounds.
And Hall now storm up to 16 points. She's going to check out and get a breather probably for the rest of this third quarter and save her and keep her fresh for the fourth. So see what Ashland can do here to not let Willard pull away before the fourth.
That would have been a big shot for them as battle around for the offensive rebound. Last touch by Ashland. So Willard's going to have another crack on offense. Savonsack across the half-court line. Alex Huckleberry guarding her. Ashland in a little bit of a 1-2-2 style zone. Kick it over to the corner. Weaver has it. She just checked in. Now Sloan on the three-point line resets things back to Savonsack. Quick crossover, dribbles to her right, hands it off to Weaver. She comes back left, almost picked away from Alex Huckleberry, hands it back off to Savonsack. Willard, another patient offensive possession. That one ends in a turnover.
Willard's been able to keep hold of the ball here in the second half. Weren't turning it over at the high rate they were in the first. Nice take right there from Huckleberry to get the foul call, stop the clock, and get yet another opportunity. Let's cut it into the lead.
Garrett, never what you want to do when you're ahead. You know, let a team get free opportunities at the free throw line. It stops the clock, gives them an opportunity to score. So, you never want to send a team to the free throw line when you're up big.
Might add that Ashland has been able to pick up the free throw shooting here in the second half. They've knocked down their last three, so the Arrows able to climb back into this. A big part of it's been at the foul line.
Garrett, was that true what Kaylee said? Kaylee Lane Parlett?
I didn't even get to read the full comment. I just seen that. I got my looks from my sister.
She says it's where you got your good looks and all your skill from.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I'm just going to end the conversation there, Storm.
Savonsack has it for Willard. Gets inside. Another gorgeous pass, and Rothar finishes the easy two-man game.
Rothar's had a big impact here in the second half. 8 of her 10 have been here in the second. And Ashland cleaning the boards down low. Going to get a foul call on the Arrows.
Points have not come easy for Ashland tonight, Garrett, especially here in this third quarter. Point blank miss, but it has been tough for the Arrows offense.
I think that call, Storm, might have been clean. I think Savonsack might have just tripped at her own feet. Wasn't able to regather, but it looked like a foul due to some of the arms flailing. So now Willard with another opportunity to make this a double-digit lead. They've had a couple of them, and what a pass right there from Savonsack down low to Rothar, who's had a big second half for the Flashes.
30 seconds left to play here in the third. Ashland desperately trying to get a basket on the board before the quarter ends, and no good on that layup. 20 seconds now and counting. 2-on-3 fast break. Sloan loses that one out of bounds. It's going to go the other way. Excuse me, it was poked out of bounds, so it will stay here. Looked like they might have been setting up for Stack there, but...
Oh, I was curious, Storm, why you're getting so excited up here. I didn't know what was going on.
I think it was elevator play again as Savonsack gets it. No one guarding the inbounder. Hall had an open three-pointer, no good. Going to say that one was a loose ball foul, and Willard's going to have another chance on offense. 11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Sexton checks in for the Flashes. And here we go, Stack at the end of the quarter. See what it'll lead to. Sloan has it, kicks it back out to Sexton. 5 seconds left. No score off the Stack play, unfortunately. And Ashland's going to have an opportunity. Okay, everyone's looking at me right now. But they're going to say last touch by Ashland. So with 5 seconds left, Willard going to have a chance to potentially score. Sloan has it, going to have to put it up at the horn. Beautiful pass inside and at the buzzer. Willard takes a 12-point lead. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have fourth quarter action on the other side of this commercial break.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Welcome back to Ashland High School. Storm Blunchley, of course, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, it was a tight 1 through 2, but Willard able to take a pretty decent size advantage at the end of the third.
Willard was able to pull away, outscoring Ashland 13. I believe that's wrong, Storm. That's that Crestview math. That is not right.
Oh no, I was saying it's cheddar time.
Oh, cheddar time. I thought it was money time.
No,
maybe I was right then.
Yeah, I think you were right, but cheddar time here on the OH Report. Sorry not to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're good, Storm. We can move back to the actual game.
That sounds good to me. As tie up on the floor, they're going to call that one and jump ball. Possession arrow points towards the home court arrows. And Garrett Willard, not a ton of turnovers there in the third quarter, and it really helped them out.
Only 2, Storm.
Wow.
And I mentioned at the halftime break which team was going to be able to cut down on the turnovers and be able to hold on to the ball and let their offense really set up in the half-court set, and Willard was able to do that. Ashland had 6 there in the third quarter, and that'll help get the arrows back into this game. Akari Chapman splashing from downtown. She's up to 13.
And Garrett, you know, that turnover thing, maybe a little recipe for success, maybe. Because we aren't even going to have it this week, are we? Oh,
We're
no.
not, Storm. We will not, unfortunately, but that is exactly a recipe for success, Storm. To limit turnovers, not only in any basketball game, but they were converting at such a high rate. They had 14 through 2 quarters. That's averaging about 7 a quarter. Not a winning recipe, you could say. And I'm sure what Coach Barry Fowl said in the halftime break was we got to cut down on those, and we got to get these opportunities at the half-court set. And just as I'm talking about them not turning the ball over, Storm, they turn it over, and Ashland able to get the foul call and head to the free throw line.
I think Barry Fowl said it would be a recipe for success. You think he used that exact wording?
Probably not.
Probably not. I bet he watches at least the show, the recipe show. It's pretty interesting. But points here for Ashland, they are not coming easy. They have had a bunch of easy misses there underneath. Gary, they got to start converting those if they want a chance to get back into this one.
They were converting their last 4 free throws. They had synced 4 of them in a row, now missing that last one. So got to have these easy layups and easy free throws when you get the opportunity. Stops the clock and knock down that one now, an 8-point game.
Willard will see if they can score on this possession as Savon Sack has it. 2-3 zone here for the Arrows. Pretty aggressive defense from them tonight. Savonsak hands it off to Sloan. She dribbles inside. Turns that one over, and Garrett and Willard falling back into old ways.
Back-to-back possessions. Ashland's been able to turn them over and get easy looks at the rim, but just haven't been able to convert, and the ball almost fell in the hoop from an inadvertent tap. But Willard, we're retaining possession.
Do you know when it gets tipped up, like if it gets tipped by an opposing player into their own basket, the points actually go to whoever was closest to the basket at the time? Did you know that?
I did not, Storm.
Pretty interesting, right? So you could be across half-court line, but as long as you're close to the basket, if someone scores on their own basket, you get 2 free points.
Nice little nugget here.
Yeah, pretty interesting, right? That's my it's cheddar time, according to Kaylee Lane. She's pretty active here tonight.
She actually texted me at the quarter break and said, just cheddar. So.
you got her hooked, it seems like. She hasn't been tuning in recently. But
cheddar is just a way of life now.
Savonsak has it for Willard, gets into the lane. Beautiful pass, Savonsak. Another beautifully orchestrated offensive possession.
Savonsak has been threading the needle. As soon as the ball was tipped off, Storm, she's had countless numbers of passes right into the shooter's pocket, and she did it yet again on that possession. And now Ashland, they've been living Storm on that left block, getting a couple foul calls, and that's Paramore. Nice little pump fake and then going straight to the hoop and getting the foul call. Foul's going to go on Cassidy Hammonds.
And Garrett, here's where Ashland has pretty much been getting the majority of their points at the free throw line here in the second half. They haven't had much success from the field as Paramore puts up her first. That one, no good, but Garrett, Ashland got to get this offensive unit back on track.
Scoring for Willard has been pretty balanced. Savonsak with 5, Rothar with 14, and then Cassidy Hammonds with 8, and Grace Hall with 16.
Paramore cuts the lead to 9 for Ashland. Savonsak has it once again for Willard. Dribbles to her left, just a hair over. 5 minutes left to play here in the fourth. Savonsak, errant pass. That one goes out of bounds. Ashland touched it last. Willard's going to take possession.
Great defense there from Ashland, getting their hands up and forcing the inadvertent pass. It's going to be a foul call on Lauren Green. Going to call push. So down 9 points, Storm. What's it going to take for Ashland to get back into this? They've been able to make Willard turn the ball over a couple more times than they did in that in that third quarter. But plays like this aren't going to help. Is Grace Hall able to take it straight to the cup and not able to finish?
Well, Garrett, I think what it's going to take is Ashland making their easy shots at the rim. They've had a lot of them where they have just missed point-blank misses at the rim where they just cannot convert as they put up one more, and that one falls, but they need to start converting buckets like that more consistently.
Just a 7-point game, so still in this are the Arrows. They're not done fighting now. Savonsak's going to slow it down for Willard, which is exactly the right thing to do.
Savonsak takes a screen from Hammonds. Almost a beautiful pass, but Savonsak turns it over. 2-1-1 fast break for the Arrows. Layup shot. No good. Foul. That one is going to result in 2 free throws, Garrett, but not a lot of contact there.
That's Storm in real time. I didn't think I'd seen a foul call.
That one was
I seen the hand, but
yeah.
I don't know if it was enough to get the foul call, but see if Ashland can capitalize on it, and that they will, as Chapman's been living at the free throw line here the last couple of sessions. Going to get a timeout from Willard. So a good finish, Storm, here in store, here in Ashland Arrow Country.
Yeah, just a 6-point advantage for the Flashes, and I'm sure Barry Fowl not pleased with the last couple of possessions for the Flashes on the offensive end.
No, they've been turning it over at the rate that they were in that first half, and the third quarter they pulled away. A big reason to them keeping hold of the ball and not letting defenders get in the passing lanes and get those easy steals and get in transition. So look for them to get back to that, and for Ashland They're climbing back into this, only a 6-point game, and they've been doing it at the foul line and attacking the rim. Got to continue to do that and see if you can get in the bonus.
Looking over here at our Facebook comments, Garrett, Kaylee Parlett, she is obsessed with cheddar time. Keeping our director, Adam, busy. She is she's lost in the sauce, I think, a little bit. Lost in the cheddar.
I'm sure I'll get a phone call after the game talking about cheddar. Maybe her and Moo's watching. So
Moo's definitely
maybe
watching.
Moo's the one who's loving it.
She might overtake Linda Mendoza at this rate for biggest fan of the OH
There's
Report.
no shot, absolutely no shot with the way Linda is commenting on every single game, every single post. I think she even has that mark on Facebook as top fan. So got to give a shout out to Linda.
And they give that to like a couple, 2 or 3 fans, but I think far and away it is Linda
Every
Mendoza.
post is shared by Linda Mendoza. I think she's the secondary OH Report page.
She's just our burner account. She just is our burner account as Willard almost turns it over again. Garrett, ball security just, I don't know what happened. The third quarter it was great, and back in the fourth it's kind of going back to old ways.
Well, there on that possession, Renee Stembert was able to draw up a press, and Willard didn't know what was coming. Was able to force a tough pass. Willard was able to get away with it, able to retain possession, but what are they going to do here offensively? Because it's been kind of slow here in this fourth quarter for them, and Ashland has been playing great defenses. Lauren Green up in Savonsack trying to get a steal, and that's going to be a reach-in foul on Green.
And Garrett, that is something that Ashland has been doing all night. They've been playing super physical defense on Willard. And, that could be frustrating as a ball handler, to get those hand check fouls that aren't getting called. And I'm sure that can play a lot into the mental game.
And now Savonsack at the free throw line for a 1-on-1 opportunity. So Willard now in the bonus. Savonsack able to knock down the first one. And they've been shooting a very healthy percentage, Storm has Willard. They're shooting 9 of 11. So exactly what they want to do. Not able to knock that one down.
We need to quit talking about free throws, man.
Every time I say something, what a burst of speed right there from Chapman.
That was a speed boost. That was a 2K speed boost right there.
Chapman is having herself a night, Storm. She's now up to 18.
That was like the Steph Curry behind the back speed boost on 2K20, I swear. That was crazy. As Ashland cuts the lead down even further, Savonsack has it now for the Flashes. Dribbles to her right and a lot of physical defense once again on this possession from the Arrows.
They changed up the defensive mentality, Storm. You can definitely see it. But Willard has just been threading the needle, Storm, all night long. It's not only been Savonsack, but tremendous passing all around. That one was Rothar to Hammonds, and gorgeous poke away from Grace Hall in the steal.
Uh-oh, Linda Mendoza taking shots back. No way. I love OH Report announcers Garrett Parlett and Storm Blunchley. So maybe a little bit of family beef now between your and my family, Garrett.
I don't know, Storm. I don't know if I can get down with beef.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a big contest between who's the biggest fan on this specific broadcast, I think. Savonsack gets the first one to drop, and Willard continues their healthy shooting percentage from the free throw line here in the fourth.
And Ashland has guarded Savonsack a little bit differently in the second half. They've been really trying to get up in her and force her to be uncomfortable with the basketball, but she's been able to weather that storm and still be able to find open teammates for easy layups.
Paramore has it, takes a screen, double team coming from the Flashes. Chapman has it now down low, mid-range try. That one no good. Ashland able to come up with the rebound. I'm going to say it was last touch by Willard. Arrows retain possession.
Thought that McBride just lost handle of that, slipped out of bounds. Ref seen a Willard player touch it as Ashland going to cue up the mid-re. Not going to get it to go. That shot was off from Lily Poole.
And that's been the struggle all night for the Arrows, just not able to knock down the easy ones and giving Willard extra possessions on offenses. That's going to be another foul on Green, Garrett. Can't do it this early. Still a lot of time left. And that's a bad foul 50 feet away from the bucket.
Yeah, I know Green wanting to get a steal and wanting to get a poke away there, but down to only 7 points here with Willard in the bonus. You can't send them to the free throw line to really put this game away with the way they've been knocking down free throws, especially Savonsack.
Yeah.
She's now up to 8 points herself.
Definitely, and not even just in the points category. Savonsack has been such a treat to watch all night, orchestrating the basketball and distributing the rock. .240 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Cheddar time, as some might call it. 9-point advantage for the Flashes. And Garrett, if you're Renee Stimpert, what are you talking about here, staring down the wrong end of a big deficit?
Well, Storm, they've been able to get back in the second half, limiting Willard's opportunities right at the rim. Willard seems to go in runs and go in bunches. They'll quit turning the ball over, and then the next couple of possessions they'll turn it over. But I think for Ashland, you got to quit fouling and sending Willard to the free throw line for easy opportunities to really put the game away. And Savonsack's been able to knock down, I think the last 4 points for Willard have been at the free throw stripe.
Paramore has it at the three-point line for the Arrows. Swings it over to McBride. She kicks it up top to Alex Huckleberry. Now down low is Green, tosses one up at the rim, no good, and that's going to be a defensive rebound for the Flashes. Scrap for the loose ball. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow points towards Ashland Garrett, and they're going to have to start scoring in a hurry to get back into this one.
Yes, from the points got to come in bunches here. Just about to go under 2 minutes left in this game. Ashland's got to find their offensive rhythm, and that should be, thought that was going to be a travel call. They're going to call it a foul. So 2 free throws, what the Arrows want. Here stops the clock. Gets an opportunity to crawl back into this one, but that's a big foul on Willard. That's going to go on Rothar. That's her 4th. So playing with a little bit of danger here with 1:57 remaining.
8-point advantage now for Willard after that made free throw by Alex Huckleberry. Huckleberry still has one more attempt on this possession. That one falls as well, so Ashland still hanging in there, Garrett.
Definitely still a lot of time left in this game, and they're going to send Willard to the free throw line. That's going to be Mariah Sloan. She shoots 43% from the free throw line. Has been there 23 times. Storm has made 10, so not typically getting to the free throw line. I think that might be a good foul from Ashland, sending her to the free throw line. Someone who's been struggling on the year at the charity stripe, not able to knock down the first one. So Ashland might be able to get something going here, Storm.
Yeah, they definitely at least have to quit sending Savonsack to the free throw line. So good at making her free throws. 0 of 2 for Willard, almost able to pull down the offensive rebound. Ashland, chance to cut into the deficit. Quick layup try, no good. Willard able to come down with a defensive rebound. But another turnover for Willard. The fourth quarter has not been very friendly to them.
I mentioned they only had 2 in the third quarter. Now 4 in the fourth. Not a winning recipe. I mentioned they had cut down. Hard fall for the Flasher, but they're going to get the steal, and Grace Hall is going to get a look at the rim. Not going to get it to go. And the door is still open, Storm, for Ashland as Paramore is in the fast break.
Got to start scoring here, though, with 1:30 left here in the fourth. Tangled up down low, Paramore. Possession arrow points towards Willard, so they're going to take possession. And Garrett, Willard keeps leaving the door open for Ashland, but it's almost like Ashland wants to just shut it on themselves.
Yeah, they've had some looks at the rim that I bet they wish that they had back. They've been feeding Chatmore on that left side. That's going to be a foul call on Audra McBride. And they're going to send Sexton to the free throw line, Storm, and she shoots 73%. It's only been there 19 times, but has knocked down 14 of them. So a healthy percentage for the Willard free throw shooter. Let's see what she can do with her trip at the foul line. Knocks down the first one, so that'll help the Flashes.
Sexton, second one on the way. No good. Defensive rebound falls in the hands of the Arrows. Door still open for them. Paramore has it. Down low, tied up again. Another jump ball. This time points into the possession of the Arrows.
Going to get a timeout call from Coach Stimpert. See what she draws up here, Storm. This is really where coaching comes into play, especially at the high school level. Got to implement a press and offensive play on this possession, but on the defensive end, something to try to get a steal. You don't want to obviously go to the foul, but if you have to, you have to in the late stage of a game. You're trying to crawl back and get a win.
Well, this one definitely not over, Garrett. 8-point game score here, cut it to 6. It's definitely doable with 1:20 left to play. As that's going to be a detention, I think, for Adam Thompson, passing notes in the classroom. To Garrett Parlett, you're getting a detention too, bud.
Well, Storm, he did give me a good nugget. Ashland, they shoot 9 of 15 from the free throw line. If they'd made all their free throws, Storm, this would be a 2-point game. So opportunities that Ashland has left out on the table that they haven't been able to capitalize on. Key point and a key nugget from our director, Storm. So no detention needed.
Yeah, just a warning.
Just
Verbal
a warning.
I got Jason Goins over here to my right, all the way over here. I'll have you guys give you guys a write-up if I catch you guys pass the notes again. Hey, but just like my mom used to say, free throw wins games, Garrett. So you want to make your easy ones at the line. Those are the easiest ones. Well, not the easiest ones for me, but the easiest ones for a lot of people to make, as Ashland's going to have an opportunity out of bounds. Paramore has it. Gets it into Chapman, hands it back off to Paramore. She tries to sneak that one inside, almost a turnover, Garrett. And the turnover bug still with Ashland.
Not what you want here. Now down under a minute remaining. What's Ashland going to do? Nice take from Hall, able to penetrate the defense there, but they're going to try to waste as much clock as they can and get it to their best ball handler, Savon Sack.
Oh, my goodness.
The half spin move, Storm. What a play right there. Showing off the crafty ball handle.
That was glitchy, Savonsak. That was like a broken animation right there. Savonsak able to get that one to go. Check this one out. Going one way, whoop, other way. Gets into the lane, finishes easy on the floater. Wow, Savonsak, the walking highlight reel.
She's had a couple highlights tonight, Storm, and I think the big thing for her is even after the dribble move where she's able to get the defender off balance, she still finishes the play. We see on this end, she had the 3, and then right there with the floater. And now I think Willard and Ashland's going to call off the Dogs. So a big road win here for the Flashes. They'll move to 5-15 overall.
Definitely, Garrett. 10-point advantage here for Willard. That'll close it out, I believe, with just under 20 left to play here in the fourth quarter in Cheddar time. And Garrett, what a fun one this has been.
Yeah, Storm, a lot of great play here from both squads. Barry Fowles Club and Renee Stemperts. They went back and forth, and Willard was able to pull away in the late stages to some help of their star firepower and Cy Savonsak and Grace Hall.
That's going to do it here from Ashland. We're going to take another break. Make sure you stick with us. We're going to have a player of the game interview as well as some final stats here after these commercials.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Playoff time, baby. Games, snacks, drinks. I mean, what else can you ask for, bro? Really?
Hey, pass me a Pepsi.
I mean, can you drink any louder?
That's how I drink.
loud like
I
that?
drink loud. I like to enjoy it.
Toss me some Lay's.
Did you eat any louder?
It's normal to eat loud. Drinking loud makes no sense.
Peyton, Eli, road trip to the Super Bowl.
Hard pass. Playoffs are on. You're paying for that door, by the way.
I got a bus. The bus has got a bus. Let's go.
Can we go see the bus?
What up, Eli?
Mr. Cruz, I miss you, buddy.
I miss you too, man. Super Bowl, baby. Let's go.
We're not going. I'm going to get more chips and drinks. Do not leave this room.
I got you. I got you.
Whoa!
Super Bowl, here we go.
Are you kidding me?
Technically, I didn't leave the room.
I'm calling Mom after I finish these chips.
How much longer? You drive weird.
Bus, are we there yet?
No!
Hey, Bus, we gotta pull over for some more chips and drinks.
Oh, you got it.
Hey, guys, look what I found.
Bradshaw?
Hey guys, got room for one more? Got Doritos? Got Mountain Dew.
Well, do we really want to bring him? It might start to feel crowded. I mean, maybe if he had a little,
Oh, please don't.
you know, he'll
Don't say it.
salsa.
I love me some salsa.
All right, I got an idea. We got one seat left, and it's special just for you.
Let's do it. This is like a convertible, except a whole lot better.
Good for you, you're happy and healthy, not me. If you ever care to ask, good for you, you're doing great. I know without me, baby, God, I wish that I could do that. I lost my mind like Sutton Bank, crying on the floor.
It does kind of open things up a little bit.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Welcome back to Ashland High School. Joined by our player of the game now, powered by Adena Corporation, Cy Savansak, who had 11 points. But I really want to talk about how you were able to orchestrate tonight. Had a lot of great dishes, a lot of beautiful dimes. Just talk to me about how you're able to kind of orchestrate the basketball.
Well, I always try to pass first. I don't really care about the points. So that's like my main goal is to get my teammates open.
Stellar ball handler, had some great highlight plays tonight. How do you work on your dribble moves, and where do y'all get them from?
We just work on them every day at practice, and during the summer I always work on my ball handling.
10-point game here, 10-point victory for you, excuse me. How much does this mean to get a big win heading into tournament time?
It's really like special because our Edison game we didn't like how that outcome, so we came out and worked harder every day. and that's how it ended up the victory.
All righty, last one here for you. Got any wagers here on the Super Bowl? Who you think's going to win, LA or who even plays? LA or who? Cincinnati, that's who it is.
I don't know. My team's out. The Bucs lost, so.
Unfortunate to hear that, but thank you very much. Congratulations. Go out and enjoy this one.
Thank you. Thank
you very much. We're going to have Garrett step back into the booth now. Can't believe I didn't know who was going to play in the Super Bowl this year. The team I actually bandwagoned for, forgot about them. Forgot about Joe Shiesty and the boys.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. I said you're a big bandwagon Joe Burrow fan, and you forgot that he was your team. I mean, just that's the definition of a bandwagon fan right there.
I can't.
Who they playing?
Whatever. I feel like Charles Barkley, who he play for. We're going to take a look at some final stats here now. For this one, 58-48 your final in favor of the Willard Flashes. On our Sutton Bank post-game show. For the Willard Lady Flashes, 7 field goals, 3 threes, 25 rebounds, 18 fouls, 20 turnovers, and shooting 13 of 19 from the free throw line. 1 stack play ran. For the Ashland Lady Arrows, 15 field goals, 3 threes, 20 rebounds, 15 fouls, 21 turnovers, shooting 9 of 15 from the free throw line. Garrett, obviously the big difference in this one is that stack play counter.
Well, Strong, let me actually dive into the stats and tell you why Willard was able to become victorious here tonight. I know they still turn it over at such a high rate, but they were able to cash in at the foul line. I think a big difference there. They got so many opportunities there, and were able to get second chance opportunities, getting some rebounds, and then putting it straight right back up into the 10. Rebounding the ball very well. Well, Storm, I got to go back to the stack play. I think it's because the stack plays, too.
It might be, even though, they almost turned it over out of that play. Doesn't matter. 1-0. I mean, they had the statistical advantage.
I think for Ashland, it really all started going downhill when Willard wasn't turning the ball over at such a high rate, and they were able to set up in the half court and really pick your poison. And Cy Savansak put on a passing clinic, Storm. I say that word a lot, but it was just a treat to watch her really just thread the needle all night long. And it not only was her, but it was really the Willard offense as a whole. They were just passing the rock around, finding the open teammate and staying patient, and that's a big reason they were able to come here on the road and get their 5th win of the year.
Definitely, Garrett. It's been a pleasure here in Ashland, but I think I'm ready to go home, and I think all of us here at the OH Report are ready to go get some rest after our long day. Had the podcast this morning, so make sure you all check that out. We discussed some interesting topics, as well as the boys tournament draw. But I think that's going to do it here at Ashland High School. 58-48 your final in favor of the Willard Flashes. Next up for Willard, they have one more regular season game, February 10th at Huron versus the Lady Tigers. And for Ashland, long break for them before the tournament, but they elected to not play any more games between now and their first round of tournament play.
Yes, Strong. They'll be taking on Holland Springfield in the first round of tournament play. That'll be at 7 p.m. on the 17th. So got a couple more weeks to prepare and find out what you're made of going in and playing one of the best teams in the area.
Well, that's going to do it here from Ashland Arrows Arena. I want to take a second to thank some people. Garrett Parlett, thank you very much. The illustrious Garrett Parlett for providing your vocals here for the color commentary. Last one for the week for you, as well as Adam Thompson. Thank you very much for directing this. Jory Hollenbeck locking it down on the camera. On behalf of everyone, thank you so much for watching at home. Thank you so much to our sponsors. And we'll catch you on a game near you live and free on the OH Report.